Imagine you are standing at the edge of a crowded room. Your palms are slightly damp, your heart is drumming against your ribs, and you are convinced that every person in that room can see the exact moment your hand trembles as you reach for a glass of water. You feel like there is a giant, blinding neon spotlight following your every move, highlighting every stutter and every awkward silence. Research in psychology shows that we systematically overestimate how much others notice our appearance and behavior by nearly 50%. And that is why your obsession with acting natural is actually the very thing making you look stiff and disconnected. You think your nervousness is a visible flame, but to everyone else, it's barely a flicker in a room full of their own shadows. In this video, I'm going to show you how to dismantle this mental spotlight so you can stop performing and start connecting, turning every networking event from a trial into an opportunity. By the end of our time together, you will understand the psychological glitch that's been holding you back and possess a 3-step framework to walk into any room with a quiet, unshakable confidence. The stained t-shirt of the mind. Think back to a time you walked into a meeting with a tiny coffee stain on your shirt. You spent the entire hour tilting your body, covering it with your hand, convinced that everyone was judging your lack of hygiene. But the truth? Most people didn't even look at your shirt. They were too busy thinking about their own upcoming presentation or what they wanted for lunch. This is the spotlight effect. It's a term coined by psychologists Thomas Galevich and Kenneth Savitsky. They conducted a famous experiment where participants were told to wear an embarrassing t-shirt into a room full of strangers. The students wearing the shirt predicted that half the people in the room would notice it. In reality, only about 20% did. The insight here is profound. We are the center of our own universe. Because we are so focused on our own internal experience, we assume everyone else is focused on it too. But they aren't. They are the center of their own universe. They are the protagonists of their own movies, and in their movie, you are likely just a background character in one scene. When you realize that people are fundamentally self-absorbed, it shouldn't make you feel lonely. It should make you feel free. You aren't being watched by a jury. You are standing in a room full of people who are just as worried about their own coffee stains as you are. Next time you feel that surge of self-consciousness, I want you to mentally zoom out. See the room from a bird's eye view. See yourself as just one of many people, all navigating their own inner worlds. This simple shift in perspective can instantly lower the pressure.
Part 2. The illusion of transparency. There is a second trick your brain plays on you, called the illusion of transparency. This is the mistaken belief that your internal state, your anxiety, your fear, your excitement, is leaking out for everyone to see. I remember a young executive I mentored named Sarah. She had to give a short pitch at a high-stakes networking dinner. Afterward, she came to me trembling, saying, "I was shaking so hard everyone could see I was a nervous wreck." I asked 5 people who were in that circle what they thought of Sarah's pitch. Not one of them noticed her hand shaking. They described her as thoughtful and composed. The lesson? Your internal experience is much more intense than your external expression. You feel like your heart is a bass drum, but the world only hears a faint hum. You feel like your face is bright red, but to others, you just look like you're engaged in the conversation. If you're finding this perspective helpful, take a moment to hit the like button. It helps this mentor's advice reach more people who might be struggling with the same invisible spotlights. To combat the illusion of transparency, try the anchoring breath. Before you speak, take one deep breath into your belly and feel your feet heavy on the floor. Remind yourself, what I feel is not what they see. This creates a barrier between your internal chaos and your external delivery.
Part 3. Shifting the lens from me to them. The reason networking feels so draining is that we treat it like an audition. We go in thinking, will they like me? Do I sound smart? Am I standing correctly? This is me-focused energy. It's heavy, it's anxious, and it's deeply unattractive. The most charismatic people in any room aren't the ones trying to be interesting. They are the ones who are genuinely interested. Imagine you are a spotlight operator. Right now, the light is turned toward your own face, blinding you. I want you to take that handle and swing the spotlight around. Shine it on the person in front of you. Ask them about their journey. Ask them what problem they are currently trying to solve. Look for the sparkle in their eyes when they talk about their passions. When you focus on making the other person feel seen, two magical things happen. First, your own anxiety vanishes because you no longer have the mental bandwidth to worry about yourself. Second, you become the most memorable person they've met all day. Your practical action for your next event? The 3-question rule. Do not allow yourself to talk about your work or your background until you have asked 3 sincere, open-ended questions of the other person. Turn the spotlight on them and watch your nerves melt away.
Part 4. The 20-40-60 Rule of Life. There's a famous saying, often attributed to Eleanor Roosevelt, that perfectly encapsulates the cure for the spotlight effect. It's called the 20-40-60 rule. At age 20, we worry about what everyone is thinking of us. At age 40, we stop caring what they think of us. At age 60, we realize they were never thinking of us in the first place. This isn't meant to be cynical. It's meant to be a shortcut to social mastery. Why wait until you're 60 to realize the truth? Most of the judgment you fear is a hallucination. People are too busy wondering if you are judging them to actually judge you. Think about the last networking event you attended. Can you remember a single mistake someone else made? Can you remember if their tie was slightly crooked or if they stumbled over a word? Probably not. You likely remember how they made you feel or a specific idea they shared. We judge ourselves by our mistakes, but we judge others by their intentions and their warmth. Start practicing social anti-fragility. Intentionally do something slightly imperfect. Stumble on a word on purpose. Admit you don't know something. When you see that the world doesn't end and that people actually lean in closer when you show vulnerability, the spotlight will lose its power over you forever.
Part 5. The So What Protocol. Even if the worst happens, even if you do spill your drink, or you forget someone's name, or your voice cracks, you need a protocol. I call it the So What Protocol. Most people experience a social glitch and then spend the next 3 hours spiraling into shame. This spiral is what actually ruins the networking opportunity, not the original mistake. The mentor's secret is this: confidence isn't the absence of mistakes. Confidence is the total lack of shame when a mistake happens. If you stumble, smile. Say, "Wow, my brain just went on vacation for a second. Where was I?" If you spill a drink, grab a napkin, laugh, and say, "I guess I'm just really excited about this conversation." When you refuse to be embarrassed by yourself, it is impossible for others to embarrass you. You take the power back. You show the room that you are human, and more importantly, that you are comfortable in your own skin. Your final action step. Tonight, write down the one social fear that keeps you up at night. Then ask yourself, so what if that happened? Trace it to the end. You'll find that even your worst case scenario is just a brief moment that will be forgotten by tomorrow morning. We spend so much of our lives hiding, trying to dim our own light so we don't accidentally reveal our flaws. But the truth is, the world isn't watching you through a microscope. They are looking for a mirror. They are looking for someone else who is brave enough to be imperfect so they can feel okay being imperfect too. The spotlight you feel isn't a reflection of reality. It's just a reflection of your own high standards. Turn it off. Step out of the glare. The most magnetic version of you isn't the one who is flawless. It's the one who is present. Go into your next meeting not to be seen, but to see. You'll be surprised at how much brighter the world looks when you're not squinting into the lights.